In the same category, the bronze trophy is being conferred to Pradeep Fibers Private Limited. We have Shri Pradeep Dayal, the director, coming and receiving the award. Moving on to the next category, the agriculture and plantation products for non-MSME. The gold trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Al Nafis Frozen Food Exports Private Limited. We have the chairman of the organization, Mohammad Mustaqim, coming and receiving the award. In the same category, the silver trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Jaydeep Cotton Fibers Private Limited, joined by the director, Shri Arvind B. Patel. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, the bronze trophy goes to LGW Limited, Shri Anurag Gupta, the managing director, coming and receiving the award. The next category is for chemicals, drugs, pharma, and allied products. And in this category, the gold trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Zenith Industrial Rubber Products Private Limited. We have Shri Amzad Vora, regional manager, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Srinivasa Hair Industries. Joining us is Shri K.S. Gupta, the managing partner of the organization. Many congratulations to them. And in the same category, the bronze trophy is being conferred on Meadow Farm. We have Shri Sardar Mal Chaudia, the chairman of the organization, receiving the award by the Honorable President of India, and joining is the Honorable Minister for Commerce, Industries and Textiles. Ladies and gentlemen, the next category is for chemicals, drugs, pharma, and allied products for non-MSMEs. And the gold in this category, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Lupin Limited. Naresh K. Gupta, the President, API and Global TB, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver trophy is being conferred on Reliance Industries Limited, and we have Shri O.P. Hizaria, the Senior Vice President Exim, receiving the award. The next category is for engineering and metallurgical products, and in this category, the gold is being conferred on PME Power Solutions India Limited. We have Shri Anil Kumar Agrawal, the Chairman and Managing Director, receiving the award. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, the silver trophy being conferred on Winster Exports. Mr. Manish Gupta, the Chief Executive Officer, joining us. Continuing in the same category, the bronze trophy being conferred on Garg Tube Limited. We have Shri Rahul Agarwal, the Director, joining us. The next category, ladies and gentlemen, engineering and metallurgical products. The gold trophy being conferred on Gason and Company Private Limited. Shri Bhupinder Singh Saini, the Managing Director, receiving the award. In the same category, we have the silver trophy being conferred on Angelique International Limited. Mr. Ajay Krishna Goyal, the President and Managing Director, receiving the award. Further, in engineering and metallurgical products, the bronze trophy being conferred on Alpine Min Metals India Private Limited, and the Director, Shri Gagan Shukla, receiving the award. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, the bronze trophy goes to Impex Metal and Ferroalloys Limited. We have Shri B.K. Singh, the President, receiving the award. The next category is for the gems and jewelry for the micro, small and medium enterprises. And the gold trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Dharmanandan Diamonds Private Limited. The chairman of the organization, Mr. Lalji Bhai Patel, receiving the award. In the non-MSME for gems and jewelry, the gold trophy conferred on Gitanjali Gems Limited, Shri Sanjeev Agarwal, the CEO, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to PC Jewelers Limited, Shri Balram Garg, the managing director, receiving the award. The next category is for handicrafts, carpets for the MSME sector. The gold being conferred on Sankalp International, Shri J.K. Agarwal, the partner, receiving the award. For the same category, the silver trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Hem Corporation. We have Shri Uday L. Shah, the director, coming and receiving this prestigious award. In the same category, now, ladies and gentlemen, the bronze trophy being conferred on L. Ranga Rao and Sons. We have Shri Balraj Paseen, Strategy Head International, receiving the award. The next category is for leather and leather products for MSME, and the gold trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Alpine Apparels Private Limited. We have the managing director, Shri Sanjay Likha, coming and joining and receiving the award. The silver trophy, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Pelicans Automotive and Promotional Products, and the managing director of the organization, Shri Prashant Khandekar, receiving the award. The bronze trophy, ladies and gentlemen, in this category goes to Gupta HC Overseas India Private Limited, and we have the director, Mr. Gopal Gupta, receiving the award. The next category is for the leather and leather products for the non-MSME, and the gold, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Industrial Safety Products Private Limited, Shri Gopal Kumar Naredi, the managing director, receiving the award. In the same category, we have the silver being conferred on Super House Limited. We have Mr. Zafrul Amin, the joint managing director, receiving the award. Congratulating them, and moving on to the same category, the bronze, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Farida Shoes Private Limited. We have Shri TV Suresh, the head finance and accounts manager, receiving the award. The next category is for the residual products MSME, and the gold goes to TransAsia Biomedicals Limited. We have the chairman and managing director, Shri Suresh Wazirani, receiving the award. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, now the silver being conferred on Kanpur Plastic Pack Limited. The director technical, Shri Shashank Agarwal, receiving the award. In the same category, now the bronze, ladies and gentlemen, conferred on Ficus Packs Private Limited. We have Shri Amin Rahman, the director of the organization, joining us in receiving the award. The next category is for the residual products non-MSME, and the silver, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited, and we have Mr. A.S. Basu, the managing director, receiving the award. In the same category, we have now the bronze. The bronze trophy being conferred on Luxor International Private Limited, Shri D.K. Jain, the chairman and president, joining us to receive the award. The next category, ladies and gentlemen, is textile and textile products, including RMG for MSME sector. And the gold, ladies and gentlemen, goes to CTA Apparels Private Limited, the chairman, Dr. Mukesh Kansal, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver trophy goes to Saraf Impex Private Limited. The managing director of the organization, Shri Praveen Saraf, is with us receiving the award. In the same category, the bronze goes to Sunita Impex Private Limited. And we have the director, Sushil Kumar Sonika, joining to receive the award. The next category is the textile and textile products, including RMG for non-MSME. And the gold, ladies and gentlemen, this goes to Sutlej Textiles Industries Limited. We have Shri S.K. Kandelia, the president of the organization, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver being conferred on Nagrika Exports Limited. We have Shri Sushil Patwari, the chairman and managing director, receiving the award. In the same category, ladies and gentlemen, the bronze goes to Vardhman Textiles Limited. And we have Mrs. Suchita Jain, the executive director of the organization, receiving the award. Many congratulations. Moving on to the next category, that is the service provider. And in this category, the gold being conferred on Miyot Hospitals Limited. We have Mrs. Malika Mohandas, the chairman, coming and receiving the award. In the same category, the silver being conferred on Intercontinental Consultants and Technocrats Private Limited. We have Mr. Kiran Kumar Kapila, the chairman and managing director, receiving the award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Niryat Bandhu for the EPC and commodity boards. And in this, the first category is Export Promotion Councils and Commodity Boards. The gold in this category goes to EEPC India, and we have Mr. Aman Chadda, the chairman, receiving the award. The silver, ladies and gentlemen, in this category goes to Spices Board, and we have Dr. A. Jayatilak, the chairman of the organization, receiving the award. In the same category, the bronze goes to Council for Leather Exports, and we have Shri Rajendra Kumar Jalan, the vice chairman, coming and receiving the award. The next is Niryat Bandhu to the banks, and in this category, ladies and gentlemen, the gold goes to Canara Bank. And we have Mr. A.K. Gupta, the executive director of the bank, receiving the award. In the same category, the silver goes to Bank of India. Shri N. Sheshadri, the executive director, joining us to receive the award. And ladies and gentlemen, in this category, the bronze goes to Punjab National Bank. We have the executive director of the bank, Shri Rakesh Sethi, coming and receiving the award. Congratulations to all the awardees, and our utmost thanks to the Honorable President of India for presenting these awards, and also big thank you to the Honorable Minister for Commerce, Industries and Textiles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take the privilege and the honor of requesting our chief guest, the Honorable President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, for his address.
Sri Anand Sharma, Distinguished Minister for Commerce, Industry and Textiles, Sri M. Rafiq Ahmed, President, Federation of Indian Export Organizations, Dr. Anup Pujari, Director General, Foreign Trade, S.R. Rao, Commerce Secretary, Ajay Sahai, Director General and Chief Executive Officer, Federation of Indian Export Organizations, Sri Aman Chadda, Chairman, Engineering Export Promotion Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to present the Niryat Shri and Niryat Bandhu awards instituted by the Federation of Indian Export Organizations for outstanding performance in exports. I am sure that these awards would inspire other entrepreneurs in this important sector of the economy to contribute even more vigorously to the economic development of the country. I understand that apart from entrepreneurs, exporting companies, public sector banks, and the export promotion councils which have rendered support services for the development of exports have also been awarded. I congratulate all of them. Exports have a very important role to play in the economic growth of our country. Contribution that this sector makes to employment is of utmost importance to our vision of equitable and inclusive growth. The export sector is also important as it is a medium to project India in overseas markets as a source of quality products. Exporters, therefore, must remember that their products encase not only the image of their country or their brand, but also, more importantly, the image of India as a source of top quality products. We must therefore, at all stages of the value chain, imbibe the mantras of quality consciousness, professionalism in service delivery, and complete transparency and fairness in our dealings with our trading partners. India's external trade, that is merchandise export plus imports as a proportion of the GDP, has more than doubled from less than 20% at the turn of the last century to around 45% in the recent years. Countries' financial integration with the world has also been as rapid as its trade globalization. As a broad measure of globalization, the ratio of the total external transactions, that is gross current account flows plus gross capital flows to the GDP, has more than doubled from under 50% to nearly 120% during the same period. Despite a considerable increase in the domestic savings rate, there has been a significant increase in the dependence of the economy on the inflow of foreign capital. It has contributed to the financial intermediation of resources in meeting the growing need of long-term risk capital as well as technology for the Indian industry. It's a matter of satisfaction that India's exports registered a five-fold increase in the last decade from $44.6 billion in 2000-2001 to $251.1 billion in 2010-11. The compound annual growth rate of India's exports, which was 8.2% in the 1990s, increased to 19.5% during this decade, 2000-2001 to 2008-9. India's share in global exports also increased from 0.7% in 2000 to 1.5% in 2010. Its ranking in the leading exporters improved from 31 in 2000 to 20 in 2010. The period of high growth in India from 2003-4 to 2007-8 was accompanied by considerable diversification in its export basket and its export destinations, with countries in Asia and Africa gaining ground relatively over the USA and Europe. This diversification helped in maintaining a momentum in export growth in the period after a global financial crisis in 2008, even as the demand for the Indian exports in the developed countries was adversely impacted. After a growth of 13.7% in 2008-9, export growth in US dollar was a negative minus 3.4%, 5% in 2009-10, followed by strong growth of over 40% and over 21% respectively in 2010-11 and 2011-12. However, notwithstanding its growing resilience, experience in more recent months suggests that India's globalization deepens. It too cannot escape the impact of the developments abroad. The creeping unfolding of the Eurozone crisis has impacted the economy through lower growth, falling business sentiments, declining capital inflows and exchange rate, stock market volatility, and attendant implications for investor confidence. Moreover, the slowdown in external demand has led to a significant deceleration in the growth of exports since November 2011, with export growth becoming negative in 3 of the first 6 months of the calendar year 2012. Even as one awaits for the recovery of demand in the developed economies, India needs to maintain the focus of its trade policy on developing the new export markets in the emerging and the developing countries where growth prospects in the medium term remain considerably better than in the developed countries. In a globalized world, the collective response of the countries would need to be coordinated for bringing about an upturn in the growth prospects of the world recovery and to address the issues of transparency, accountability, and regulation of the financial markets. India has been a part of these efforts, working closely with the international community to restore growth and to reform the financial systems. For sustaining domestic growth, the government has been taking monetary and fiscal measures. Our financial systems are strong, and several steps to considerably enhance the liquidity in the market have been taken. Measures have also been put in place for export incentives and credit facilities. I believe Indian exporters have the necessary competitiveness and diversification to operate in a challenging global environment. I am confident about the prospects of the Indian economy, which continues to be one of the fast-growing economies of the world, and also that our export sector will be a part of this growth story. To encourage our exporters, FIEO and other business organizations, along with the government, could help in exploring the new markets. In addition, we must focus on the products of the high export intensity, which are currently having a low penetration in overseas markets. Suggestions from the export promotion councils in this regard may be invited. An interactive and coordinated approach is particularly important in these times of the global stress. In conclusion, I once again congratulate all the award winners. I compliment Sri Anand Sharma, Commerce, Industry and Textile Minister, and his ministries and officers for their continuous efforts for the sustained development of the export potential of our economy. I am sure that the export sector will continue to contribute to the balanced economic and social development of our country. We must all work together to take India to newer heights. Working together with innovation and dynamism, we can realize our collective destiny to be a great nation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.
Thank you to the Honorable President of India, thanking him for sharing his insights, which are continuously going to be a source of inspiration to all of us, and his words of wisdom continuously guiding us. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the awards ceremony, may I now request Mr. Ajay Sahai, Director General and the CEO of FIEO, to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Honorable Shri Pranab Mukherjee ji, President of India,